Alright guys, so I went ahead and just made some pads. I didn't feel like messing with the screw on this shaft up in there. So I just went ahead and made some pads, but they're all in there pretty tight. Some of them moves a little more than the other ones. Some of them is pretty solid, but I just made sure they did slide back and forth. They'll shrink a little bit. I made a few extra ones. A couple of them was too small. Some of them, like this one's big enough. I just, there was one that was, this one here was way too small. These ones will work. They was in there a little too loose. But this one here was a little too short or something too, I think. These ends are fine. This one's a little skinny. These are the stock ones. They glazed over pretty hard. Like two materials glued together or something, I don't know. But they was slipping pretty bad. So I just went ahead and made some thickness. Same thickness. I'll get it all back together and see how they can handle a lot more power than my last test with them. Plus they're in there a little bit tighter too, so you can see a little bit of light. I mean, this is the worstest one probably. Another down here had a little bit of play too, but I don't know. I just used my cutoff wheel though. Diamond. Most of the diamonds are gone, but it still cuts through the material pretty well. Already made I got what I got here. 6 of them. I think I got another one somewhere. And 2 whole sets out of it so far. I wasn't even measuring it when I was cutting them. I was using this little one here because it's got that little curve at the bottom. Just a little curve to it. I would just lay it on, flush, notch it with my wheel on both spots and cut them out. I only went too skinny with a couple of them, but I got one real skinny one in there now. It's a little short too. I'll probably end up redoing it right before I put it back together. This one here I ain't too worried about. It's in there tight, just trimmed a little too much up top. A little bit play on this one, but it's in there tight. Y'all got a little bit here and there off, but whatever. They work a lot better than the brand new stock ones would. I think that's about it for now. I do want to do a little more porting to it. You like that? That's right. Cardboard. Didn't blow out. Did not blow out with my Tessero box. Gasket held up just fine with my YZ85 pipe. Everything looks fine in here. It's the first time I had this one apart. I shortened my intake hose right here. About 1 inch. Haven't tried it since I shortened it. But I also moved the my stronger clamp right here because it was moving. It was twisting when it get warm. These little ones wasn't doing it. But since I had to boil this hose and slip it on the pit bike intake right here, it's on there real tight. I just swapped the clamps over. My carburetor kept falling down when it would get warm with those clamps right here. So I just put the one big clamp there. But yeah, next video should be nice and not slipping clutch in it, that's for sure. But I'll be putting them to the test with this. I mean, I'm 200 pounds with a 26 tooth on a 21.5 inch tall wheel. I don't know. Probably a little over geared for my weight, so But I already did 50 with it slipping. Like I'm at 3/4 throttle. It was slipping. I should be able to get 55 to 60 out of it, you know, without it slipping. But definitely want to get how to get these pads going. And my wheel on the other side, it must have loosened, or no, it'd probably be this side. And my chain started touching my tire just a little bit. Yeah, I ain't got no tensioner on here either. But it started rubbing like right around here somewhere on the other side. Which there's a lot of meat right there for it to come off. This right here is from this chain where it's so loose. I have to put a little guide on it. I don't know. But that's it for now. Just want to show you I made some pads for it, I guess. I'll be putting them to the torture test, definitely. With it being overgeared for someone that's 200 pounds, that's for sure. It's definitely a little bit overgeared. Overpowered, overgeared. They're going to slip, probably. But how bad is the question? The other ones was just breaking loose at, you know. They're about 30 mile per hour. They was just breaking loose with about 3/4 of the full throttle. They would just break loose. I'd let up back down to half throttle to pick back up speed. So I'll see how these handle it. And worst case, I'll probably cut a couple little slots out and make like 3 or 4 wide. About, and I just watched this other guy do it with carbon fiber ones. I forget his channel, 6680cc something, I can't remember. He's got some pretty good ideas. But he used carbon fiber, and I guess they're holding up pretty good on. I don't know if it's a stock engine or what, but he did like 3 big pads and 1 little single between. And see how some of these are wider, some of them's narrower. Yeah, but definitely gonna do something if these are slipping. I don't know. I'll let y'all know in my next video though what's going on with it, and then go from there. Might have to make I want to do the setup kind of how he did. I was thinking of a different way other than the 5-pad design. I want to use as much meat between, but have wider pads also. You know, even if I just gotta do 2, you know, 2, I would do that, and then just have 1 by itself. I guess that'd be fine. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. Later.